Thanks for being back here with me, Aries. Sonder for your chi. Greatly appreciate you here on Patreon. Okay, so let's get to it, shall we? Material and spiritual prosperity. Wow. So this is the Aries that's being blessed in the relationship sector by the heavenly plane and the earthly plane. You are getting exactly what you need here, but you're also getting your wishes. So make sure that you're spending time to be in prayer. Work on manifesting here because you're going to get exactly what you're asking for in the next few weeks. More spectacular news for the Aries. That's awesome. I love it. All right, now, what are the advice cards from the romance angels? Release your ex. Well, that's very important, right? The time has come, it says, to clear your energy from that person. Finance and career. So that tells me that you haven't really been focusing much on the relationships sector because you've been working on getting your money and your finances straight. Well, that's understandable, right? Religious factors, okay? You may meet someone new, or maybe you've just met someone new who has a different religious or culture background from you. You may also currently be with someone where you don't really see eye to eye on this subject matter. It's okay, it's okay to have agreements, to disagree about things. You don't necessarily have to make it a big deal if you don't want to. Just ask my husband. We didn't see eye to eye for when we first met, but at one point he read a Sylvia Browne book that I left in the bathroom, and I remember he came out of that bathroom session and said, okay, I believe everything you're saying now. It makes sense to me. Now, obviously, not everyone's going to have that story, but it's just kind of funny the way the universe works sometimes. Okay. Now, this is the warning I'm talking about. Your 8th house rules taxes, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income, contracts, and intimacy. Make sure that you have your tax stuff together and it's accurate, okay? And that you have your receipts saved, blah, blah, blah. Also, there could be some sort of problem with your partner's income if you rely on that partnership income to pay your bills. So you definitely want to make sure that your budget is up to par this month. You're not overspending, you're not super duper counting on somebody else to pay your rent, because there could be some sort of disruption in your partner's money. For those of you single Aries out there, I would not engage in any strange sexual activity. No stranger sex, because that could go very bad very quickly. I would avoid all of that. Now, those are the things that you can sort of mitigate, right? If it's an intimate situation, you can make another choice. If this issue is a contract where you signed a contract, you thought it would go through and it didn't, well, that's something that you can't help because you did your part, let's say, and the other person backed out, right? If that is the case, where you did your part and the other person backed out of the contract, you have to trust that the universe has your back in this situation for some reason. If the contract did not go through as you expected, just know that it wasn't meant to go through, or it wasn't meant to go through at this time. What do they say? That God's rejection is protection. That is the case. 9th house, school and travel. The universe. This is the world card in traditional tarot. You're getting what you want here as far as trips go, or as far as taking a class or school is concerned. If you believe, then you will receive. okay? This could be a dream trip that you have been planning, and all of a sudden you get an opportunity where it goes like super duper on sale, or someone invites you for free. That's a very bizarre message, I know. But it could just be that your friend had a trip planned, and maybe someone was planning on going with them and they couldn't go, and then all of a sudden they're asking you to go and they'll pay for it. Fantastic. Okay, your 10th house is your career and your mother. Sacrifice. This is you working very hard but not receiving the rewards that you anticipated or expected to receive. Now, this could be a general statement about your career right now or how you're feeling about it. Peaceful resolution. Remember, your 10th house also relates to your mother. Your mother. So your mother could be working extra hard right now, not receiving what she expected to receive at this time. However, there is going to be a resolve. So that's fantastic. I feel like it is going to be in the month of April, the resolve, or the news of the resolve, okay? Your 11th house. Children are your best friend. If you don't have children, it's talking about your best friend. A child or a best friend of yours is about to embark on a brand new journey, adventure. They are choosing a new direction, okay? New. Both of these cards say new. Now, for some of you, it could be that this new beginning is a false start and they might have to start anew again. But they won't know that. This is especially true for children because they just don't listen, right? So if you've told them, maybe they quit a job, went somewhere else, and you knew that it was a bad decision, but it's like one of those, well, you have to learn your own lessons because you're grown now, or you think you're grown, right? The other message here is just accentuating this card here about the new beginning. And it's like, yes, they finally decided to go in a new direction. You knew that they couldn't stay in the old place, wherever it was. It was a school, a job, a relationship, okay? Either way, they're going to learn valuable lessons out of this. 12th house. So this is the other warning I'm talking about 3 months from now, April, May, June, July. In July. This is the other reason why you need to get a budget and stick to it. There could be some sort of money situation that's not the best that you are experiencing in July, and you're going to want to make sure that you have extra resources on hand. I'm saying resources because we're in a time, right, where we have to diversify the holdings. Some cash, some coins. Coins, I mean like silver. Some crypto. Some credit. Some food. Some water. Some, you want to make sure that it's evened out in all the places that it needs to be, because we don't know which pot we're going to have to choose from and at what time. So that's why I'm saying make sure you have some of all the resources that you're going to need for the summer months, but specifically July. And within the next few months, right? So it's like July and also October. I know it's a lot of work, but if anybody can do it, it's an Aries. You people have more energy than anything I've ever seen. You god and goddess of war, you. All right, thanks for being here with me, Aries. Many blessings. Take care and happy birthday.